Hello everyone, this is Rakesh here. In this video I am going to discuss about the hypothesis. Hypothesis is an important step after the formulation of research problem. As name suggested, hypothesis means an assumption of research. It means a researcher before going to the research assume the some data and make the significant between the actual data and assumed data and determine the difference between the actual data and assumed data is significant or not. So this is the base of hypothesis. In next 5 to 10 minutes, I will tell basic of hypothesis step by step. As I discussed, it is assumption, so it began with assumption. Assume that certain value for population parameter. It means research is carried out in some parameter. So researcher is also assume the value of the hypothesis in these parameters. Determine difference between assumption value and actual value. It means after the collection of value, researcher determine difference between actual value and assumption value. Judge whether difference is significant or not. It is very important point of hypothesis. After the assumption, researcher judge the difference is significant or not, or we can say the difference is important or not. So this is the parameter of definition of hypothesis. Assume some value, make out the parameter, determine the difference between the assumption value and actual value, and judge whether difference is significant or not. Function. In the first step of hypothesis, we formulate of assumptions, or we can say we formulate hypothesis. As in definition I discussed, the formulation of hypothesis means set the some parameters in which we are going to research or in which the population we are going to research. So from this area we formulate the hypothesis. In second, after the formulation of hypothesis, collect the data from these population. And lastly, we analyze the data and conclude about hunch, true or false. It means we collected the data from the populations and now we assumed that data is true or false. It means there is a difference in data or not. So these are main three functions of hypothesis: formulation the assumption, collect the data, and draw the conclusion about hunch, true or false. Characteristic. There are the different characteristics of hypothesis. So hypothesis should be simple, specific, and conceptually clear. It means there should not be complexity and ambiguity in the hypothesis. Next, hypothesis should be capable of verification. It means the hypothesis or the assumed data shall be verifiable. If we check or we verify the data with the some other data, it shall be verifiable. Hypothesis should be related to existing body of knowledge. It means it should be related to the knowledge in which we are going to be research. It should not be deviate from the actual or existing knowledge. A hypothesis should be workable. It means hypothesis should be workable and with the existing or the actual knowledge. And lastly, it should be drawn a conclusion. It means hypothesis should be based on the conclusion or drawn a result. Is it true or is it false? So these are the some characteristic of hypothesis. Now, what are the type of hypothesis? There are the two type of hypothesis. First is null hypothesis and second is alternative hypothesis. So in null hypothesis, as name suggested, it means the null hypothesis, there is no difference between the assumed data and actual data. When there is no difference between assumed data or between two data or between two phenomena or between prevailing condition, it is symbolized by H0. It is specified that in null hypothesis we symbolize H0 when there is no difference between two situations, two phenomena or prevailing conditions. For example, if you want to test hypothesis that population mean is equal to 500, it means there is some population and mean of this population is equal to 500 and assumed data or hypothesis data is also 500. This is symbolized at H0 mu is equal to 500. Next is alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis means there is a difference between hypothesis data and actual data. It is just opposite to the null hypothesis, or we can say it is significant difference between the null hypothesis and correction. It is significant between the actual hypothesis and actual data and hypothesis data. So it is symbolized as H1. In an example, we can say we want to test a hypothesis that population mean is not equal to 500. In the null hypothesis, the population mean was equal to 500, but in the alternative hypothesis, the population mean was not equal to 500. So we would be symbolized as follow. H1 mu not is equal to 500. This is not is equal to 500. So it is the alternative hypothesis. So hypothesis are two types: null hypothesis when there is no difference between the actual data and hypothesis data, and alternative hypothesis when there is a difference between the hypothesis data and the actual data. Testing error. When we are going to testing of hypothesis, there are two types of error. In first type, we can say if we accept the data or when it is true, so it means it is going right direction. But when accept data or when accept data and data is false, that means it is type 2 error. Or in second, reject when data is true and we reject, this is called type 1 error. In the other side, data is false, we reject, it means right direction. So there is a two type of error in the hypothesis: type 1 error. In type 1 error, reject true, and in type 2 error, accept false. Tail test. Tail test means when we reject the null hypothesis, the hypothesis data will be more than the mu or less than the mu. When the data is more than the mu, it is called right tail test. When data is less than the mu, it is called left tail test. In the some situation, the data can be divided into two equal parts. It is called two-tailed test. We can denote it with help of a curve. In this curve, we can say there is a normal, this is the normal distribution curve, or there are two rejection region, left or right. In region, if there are two rejection region, we can say this is the two-tailed test. And other than the rejection region, which is the balance of between the rejection region, is called acceptance region. The line between the rejection region, it is called mu. So this is curve showing the two-tailed test. Next, left-tailed test. In such situation, sample evidence with sample means significantly below the hypothesis population leads to us reject the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. Or in simple term, we can say in alternative hypothesis is the sample evidence is less than the hypothesis data is called left-tailed test. So we can specify with help of the curve. This is in the rejection region in this curve is left side, so it is called left-tailed test. And balance region is acceptance region. Right-tailed test. In such situation, sample evidence with the sample mean significantly below hypothesis population lead us to reject the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. It means sample evidence is more than the hypothesis data. It is called the right-tailed test. With the help of the curve, it is showing that the rejection region is in right side and the balance is left side is acceptance regions. It is called right-tailed test. In this video, we have discussed about the hypothesis and how to work hypothesis, formulation of hypothesis, right-tailed test and left-tailed test. Thank you.